So I wanted to talk about superstition and what the true meaning of these superstitions that we've heard really mean. Um, we've all heard phrases like "don't walk up under the ladder" or "don't cross the road when a black cat is crossing." And I always thought that these things were totally ridiculous. But on the other hand, there are some people that truly, truly believe in, like, they will stop you and be like, no, don't do it. So I wanted to gather some details about, where superstition came from, um, what do they really mean, and how did they still get passed on to us today, where people are still taking them so seriously as they do. So first, I want to talk about, what does superstition actually mean? And superstition is actually anything that people believe that is based on a myth, a urban legend, an old wives' tale. It could pretty much come from anywhere. It makes me think of like all the fairy tale stories we see on TV where, it ain't the werewolves or ghosts or, stuff like that. These are where superstition have came from. So, like, first, some of the first origins of superstition came from the Romans. And the Romans actually looked at Christian people as if they were superstitious because they didn't believe in the idea of having a lot of gods, and they really didn't respect the idea of the pagan mentality. But I went down in history later on that Christians began to call people superstitious, which in their own meaning meant that people were idolizing false gods. Because, in the Christian religion, you only deal with one God. So I thought that was kind of interesting for me because in religion, you know, there is only one God, and it obviously doesn't say anything about, don't walk up under a ladder or don't do this. So it kind of goes along with the reason why I really, really, really do not believe in superstitions at all. It's just like it's on one end of the spectrum, and being a Christian like I am is on the other end of the spectrum. So they just don't mesh for me. But I do know that superstition is showed in a lot of different cultures, not just the Western culture, but it's in Asian culture and all over the world. So it is something that we all use and talk about. And for the most part, even though I don't agree with them, I do think that it is a tradition, and that's why it survived so long to this day, and people still use it because, it's something that your grandmother used to say, or something that, somebody that you probably truly dearly love used to tell you, and it sounds like something good to say, and you want to pass it down. So I do respect that fact of it. And um, I'm very supernatural like type of person. I get off into that, not to say that I not necessarily believe in it, but it's fun. Why not? Oh, you broke the mirror, you get bad luck. But overall, what I take from it is superstition was used as a thing from religion, and how you didn't agree with whatever certain religion. And it was always, if you did not do this, then a certain thing would happen to you. So at this point in time, we all know it's silly, and we all know that it's okay if you walk under the ladder or set your purse on the floor. It's going to be okay. There's nothing that's going to happen. And if something do happen, it's not going to be based on you did this or you didn't do this. But superstition is interesting, but I'll never be the one to be like, yeah, I'm doing that.